Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to the Finance 360-degree sessions in which we cover the relevant and important finance current affairs which are very important from your examination perspective. So today we are going to discuss two very important news articles. First one is regarding the SEBI that has increased the basic demat account limit. So what is this basic demat account as well as what are the changes that have happened? Okay. The second news article is regarding the NABARD that has partnered with the online PSB loans to digitalize the Jan Suraksha schemes for the regional rural banks. So what is this news article? What is the update that has happened? All of this we are going to discuss. Okay, and these are very important from the RBI Grade B exam point of view, from the SEBI Grade A, from the NABARD Grade A exam point of view. So we are going to have the analysis, we are going to have the in-depth understanding of these two news articles. But before that, do subscribe to the YouTube channel of EduTap and do join our Telegram channel where you will get the PDF of the session, and the link for the Telegram channel is provided in the description box below. So the first news article is regarding the SEBI that has increased the basic demat account limit. So in order to boost the participation of retail investors, the small investors, the individual investors, we can say, in the securities market, the SEBI has revised the framework for the basic service demat account. So we have to understand this basic service demat account first of all, okay? And then we will understand and we will discuss this circular that is released by the SEBI in regards to this basic service demat account. So first let's understand that what is the basic service demat account. After understanding the BSDA, we will be able to understand this circular of the SEBI, okay? So starting with the BSDA, like in addition to the standard demat accounts, in addition to the regular demat accounts, there is another category that is provided for the retail investors, for the individual investors or the small investors, we can say. This is known as basic services demat account, that is specifically for the small investors, okay? This account type is specifically designed for the small investors who engage less frequently in the stock market activities. So the concept of BSDA was introduced by SEBI in 2012, and the idea was to reduce the burden of demat charges on investors with small portfolios below the limit of rupees 2 lakh. So simply the basic services demat account, they are the demat accounts that are at the reduced cost and they are providing limited services. So these basic services demat account, they are providing you the limited services, but they have very less cost also. So we will understand that what is the eligibility criteria for the BSDA and what are the benefits that you are getting under the BSDA. So the eligibility for the BSDA, first of all, the individual has or purposes to have only one demat account where he or she is the sole or first holder. So if you have only one demat account as the sole or the first holder, then only you are eligible for the BSDA. It should not be that you have 5 or 6 demat accounts. Then you will not be eligible for BSDA, okay? So you should have only one demat account where you are holding the securities, okay? Now the individual shall have only one BSDA in his or her name across all the depositories. So depositories, first of all, they are the financial entities, such as in our country we have two depositories, the CDSL and NSDL. So depositories are the ones that hold the securities in the demat form, in the electronic form. So depositories are the financial entities that hold your securities in the demat or in your electronic form. So I hope this is clear. So the individual shall have only one BSDA in his or her name across all the depositories, okay? Value of securities held in the demat account. So before, the criteria was that if you have less than rupees 2 lakh worth of the securities, then you can have the BSDA. Then your account will be considered as the basic service demat account. But now the eligibility criteria has been updated that the value of securities that is held in the demat account shall not exceed rupees 10 lakh. Okay. So if you have a demat account in which you are holding the securities that are worth less than 10 lakh rupees, then this demat account can be considered as the basic services demat account, okay? So if you have the securities, that is the debt securities and any other securities you are holding combined at any point of time, so if you are holding less than 10 lakh worth of the securities, then you are eligible for the BSDA. So your demat account will be considered BSDA, that is Basic Services Demat account, if you are following these eligibility criteria. Okay. So the charge structure, you can understand that why it is very lucrative to have a basic service demat account. So that is, if you are having the securities worth up to rupees 4 lakh, you will have to pay 0 annual maintenance charges to the depository participants. First of all, depository participants, they are the intermediaries between the depositories and the investors. Okay, we have only 2 depositories in our country, CDSL and NSDL. So the investors, they are not directly connected with the depositories. There are the intermediaries, that is the depository participants. So investors are having demat account with this depository participant, and in this demat account the depositories are holding the securities. Okay, so depositories work is to hold the securities. So depository facilitates the trading of securities and maintaining of the securities in the demat form, in the electronic form. Depository participants are the link between the depository and the investors. Okay, so I hope this is clear. The depository participants are the intermediaries, which is the link between investor and depositories. Okay, so the depository participants, they are connecting the investors with the depositories through the demat account, and in the demat account your securities are being held in the demat form by the depositories. Okay, so now if you have up to 4 lakh worth of the securities only, then you will have to pay 0 annual maintenance charges. If you have more than rupees 4 lakh worth of securities but up to rupees 10 lakh worth of securities, you have to only pay rupees 100 as the annual maintenance charges for this demat account. Okay, now if you have more than 10 lakh worth of securities in your demat account, then your account first of all will not be eligible for the basic services demat account, and regular annual maintenance charges will be levied for you. Okay, so this is the idea. Now services for the basic services demat account, first of all, electronic statement shall be provided free of cost. Physical statement, like you want the physical statement of the of your transactions, then it will be charged at a fee not exceeding rupees 25 per statement. If you want any additional facilities, that will continue to have the same charges as the regular demat account. Okay, so this is the basic idea, that all other conditions as applicable to regular demat accounts other than the ones that have been mentioned here shall continue to apply to basic services demat account. So if you want any additional services, that will have the regular charges. So I hope this is clear. Now the opening of BSDA. Let's say you have 3 lakh worth of securities in your demat account. Okay, and you have only one demat account. Individual shall have only one BSDA. You want this account to become BSDA. So how, like, you are eligible? Because first of all, you have only one demat account, and second of all, your amount is not exceeding rupees 10 lakh. So if you want this demat account to become the basic services demat account, so what you should be doing? So first of all, the depository participants, that is the link between the individuals and the depositories, they shall reassess the eligibility of all the existing beneficiary owners, all the existing investors within 2 months of the circular. So the circular was released on 28th of June. So within 2 months of the date of the circular, it has all the demat accounts have to be reassessed to see that which of the accounts are having less money or less than 10 lakh rupees. So all these accounts will be automatically be converted into the basic service demat account. Okay, so the investors, the beneficiary owners that are having the demat accounts, their demat accounts will be automatically transferred as the BSDA if they are eligible, they are following the criteria. So the depository participant shall also reassess the eligibility of all the existing demat accounts within 2 months from the date of the circular. If they are following the eligibility criteria, these accounts will be converted into the BSDA, unless you are specifically emailing the depository participant that you do not want this kind of conversion to the basic service demat account. You want a regular demat account. If you are particularly emailing the depository participant, then only your account will be regular account. Otherwise, all these accounts that are having less than 10 lakh of the securities, all these demat accounts that are having less than 10 lakh worth of securities, these will be converted into the BSDA. Okay, so that is the idea. So I hope this is clear. There is no confusion. Now coming to the next news article, that is the NABARD and the Online PSB Loans Limited. They have signed a MOU to smoothen the enrollment and the claim settlement process under the Jan Suraksha schemes for all the regional rural banks. So what is this Jan Suraksha portal? First of all, what is this Jan Suraksha schemes? So let's see this. So the Jan Suraksha portal, this is the national portal for the government's social security insurance schemes. So this Jan Suraksha portal, this is the national portal for the government's social security insurance schemes, and this portal is providing the end-to-end digital process for the enrollment and the claims to be taken. Okay, so through this national portal, you can easily access the Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana and Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana. So these are the two social security insurance schemes that you can access through this national portal. So Jan Suraksha portal, it is a digital platform that is undertaken by the Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, to provide access to the social security insurance schemes at the affordable rates. These schemes are being provided. So this Jan Suraksha portal, this provides you digital access to these schemes. Okay, so these are the social security insurance schemes, and the Jan Suraksha portal is a national portal to easily access these government's social security insurance scheme. So that is the basic idea, that is the aim of this portal. So here through the portal you can see that if you want to register, okay, if you are a person, you want to access any of these two schemes, you want to access the Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, or you want to get registered under the Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, or both of them. So you can register yourself in any of the schemes, or if you are already registered, you can log in and see your information in any of the schemes. Okay, so that is, you can register or you can log in. But for the banks or the insurance companies or the insurers, we can say insurers that are present in the portal, okay, they have to be registered in the portal, like their system should be connected with this portal, they should be pre-registered with the portal, and then only they will be able to log in through this portal. Okay, so the banks or the insurers, they should be pre-registered, with this portal, like their systems have to be connected with the portal. Okay, then they can log in through the portal. Okay, that we will understand. So here you can see that the NABARD and the Online PSB Loans Limited, they have signed a MOU to smoothen the enrollment and the claim settlement process under the Jan Suraksha schemes for the 43 regional rural banks. So under this initiative, the NABARD will integrate all the 43 regional rural banks onto the Jan Suraksha portal, so that all the customers of the regional rural banks, they can easily access the Jan Suraksha schemes through the Jan Suraksha portal in the online format. So the customers, they will not have to go to the bank, and they do not have to fill the forms by going to the bank. They can just access the Jan Suraksha schemes through the Jan Suraksha portal. Okay, so the NABARD will integrate all the 43 regional rural banks onto the Jan Suraksha portal, so that it will democratize, or it will provide the access to this rural people, to these rural customers, to financial protection schemes. Okay, so the access will be provided to these customers of the regional rural bank to the financial protection schemes, to these Jan Suraksha schemes, to the inaccessible corners of the country also. The Jan Suraksha schemes will be easily able to reach through the Jan Suraksha portal once the regional rural banks are integrated with the Jan Suraksha portal. So that is the basic idea. Such a digital transformation will not only make the processes easier, because the customers can directly access the Jan Suraksha schemes through the Jan Suraksha portal once the RRBs are integrated with the Jan Suraksha portal. Okay, this will also make sure of more transparency, quicker speed for disbursal to the beneficiaries, therefore strongly reinforcing an inclusive growth where not only the urban areas are growing but also the far off areas are also growing. They are also having the access to the schemes of the government. Okay. So now, by leveraging the technology to connect the Jan Suraksha portal, by using the technology, you have to connect the Jan Suraksha portal with the CBS, with the core banking solution of the RRBs via the application programming interfaces. So this is the idea, that you have to use the technology, and by using the technology, the Jan Suraksha portal will be connected with the core banking solution of the RRBs, so that the information transfer can be easier from the RRBs that are integrated, that will get integrated with the Jan Suraksha portal. So they will easily be able to provide the customer information for the Jan Suraksha schemes. So this is the idea. That's why the RRBs are getting integrated into the Jan Suraksha portal, so that the information can flow easily between the Jan Suraksha portal and the RRBs. That okay, this customer has taken the Jan Suraksha scheme, so the money will be like the premium will be deducted from the account of this customer, and if there is claim settlement that is happening, so from the Jan Suraksha scheme or from the scheme or under the scheme, the claim settlement will become easier. So the information has to be transferred from the RRBs to the Jan Suraksha scheme or Jan Suraksha portal, and from the Jan Suraksha portal to the RRBs. So this transfer of the information will become very easier once the RRBs get integrated in the Jan Suraksha portal, and this connection between the Jan Suraksha portal and the RRBs will be through connecting the Jan Suraksha portal and the core banking solution of the RRBs. So they will get connected. The Jan Suraksha portal will get connected with the core banking solution of the RRBs via the application programming interface, and this project aims to ensure a hassle-free experience for the RRBs, for the banks and their customers, because the customers will not have to provide the information again and again. Directly the information will be taken from the core banking solution of the RRBs, and the information can be transferred from the portal to the RRBs, and from the RRBs or from the banks to the portal very easily. Okay, so this is the idea. Now I hope you have understood the two news articles and you have got the gist of the two news articles. So now, before seeing this question, let me show you the press release of the the NABARD. So NABARD has released the press release. Let me show you. So this is the press release of the NABARD in regards to the partnership between the NABARD with the online PSB loans. Okay, so here you can see that the NABARD has signed a MOU with the online PSB loans limited. So here all the 43 RRBs will be integrated onto the Jan Suraksha portal with a view to democratize the access to the financial protection schemes across the inaccessible corners of the country also, so that the schemes are able to reach to the far off areas also. This integration is happening between the RRBs and the Jan Suraksha portal by connecting the Jan Suraksha portal with the core banking solution of the RRBs. Okay, now this Jan Suraksha portal, I hope you have understood that this is an initiative undertaken by the Department of Financial Services of the Government of India, and this facilitates, the portal facilitates the digital enrollment and claim settlement for the two government insurance schemes, the social security insurance schemes. Okay, so this is the whole press release of the NABARD, in which NABARD has detailed the information regarding the MOU between the NABARD and the online PSB loans limited. So now, before going to the questions, let me show you the website, and let me show you the free material that EduTap is providing to you in regards to the information regarding the examination. So if you want to get the information regarding any of the examination, you can get it through the free material in EduTap. So if you go to the edutap.co.in, you will go to the free material, the blogs. So here, if you want to get the exam information, if you want to get the information regarding different examination, let's say you want to get the information regarding the RBI Grade B exam. So you can get it from here, that what is the exam analysis, what is the cutoff marks, eligibility criteria and such. If you want to know the strategy for the examination, that is also provided here for the different components. And if you want to know about the success stories, that how the toppers have achieved their dream. Okay, so the blogs have been prepared in a very detailed manner to provide you the different information that you require from the examination point of view. At the end of the page, here you can join our Telegram channel very easily. Okay. Okay, so this is the blogs that we have prepared for you regarding different examination. Now let's say if you want to see the courses for any of the examination, you can see it from here. So here you can see that what is the off that is going on, what is the discount that is going on, what are the different courses also. So this is the website of EduTap that is providing you much of the free material is also here for the different examination that you can go through. Okay, now coming to the questions. So coming to the first question, that is, I hope you will be easily able to answer this question. So here you have to tell me the correct statement. Okay, now the second question, a very easy question. I hope you will be easily able to answer this question. So these are the two homework question. Tell me the answer of the two homework question. Okay, so this is it. Do comment down below the answer of the homework question. Thank you very much everyone. Have a good day.